Hey, what's up everybody? Nick here again, and welcome back to another video. We get to look at something a little bit more interesting today. We want to dive a little bit more into the back end of our systems for our clients and kind of how that works and what it looks like. So how they take people from a lead from our ads into an actual client, the tracking process of that, and kind of just dive into everything on the back end and show you what it looks like. So we're going to start things off on the ad side of stuff, where all of our leads come from our clients. Is Facebook and Instagram at the moment. And what we normally do for our lead generation clients who want more clients for their services is we do lead generation ads and lead form ads. So our client, Penelope Gomez, was nice enough to let us use her account as an example today. So here's kind of an example of what our ads look like on the front end. So we like to push towards consultation with her. So we'll have them kind of reminded what they're doing, what this ad even is. We'll kind of get a general little bit of information from them as well. So we want to get to know the lead before we just kind of move through everything, and we want to know if they're a good fit for us. So what we'll do is we'll ask them a couple questions. So are they familiar with the service? Are they ready to book a consultation now? And what do they not like about their current situation, and where do they want their current situation to be? So we'll also collect a couple things like their first names, last name, email, phone number, and then we'll also direct them to the website or a booking site afterwards. Now, we don't like pushing directly to the booking site, way too big of a drop off going directly there. So we'll try to push it after we've collected some info. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's nice to give them that option if they feel ready to book right away. But this way we can talk to them even if they haven't booked just yet. So after they go through these ads, what we'll do is they'll get sent over to our pipeline for our clients. So our clients automatically get an email and a text with the lead's information. So the process after they've gotten that information is they will call that lead as soon as possible, and even twice. If they don't get the answer right away, they'll actually call the lead a second time. A lot of people, if they're getting an answer, or I should say a call from an unknown number, they won't answer right away. So what we like to do is call them back just one more time afterwards, and that tends to get us a higher response rate. So if they don't answer after that second time, what we tend to do is we'll shoot them a text with just the same stuff we would say on a voicemail. So if they don't answer the second time, we'll leave them a voicemail. Then we'll also shoot them a text. For myself, for example, I'd say something like, hey, Justin, we'll use my partner as an example. Hey, Justin, my name is Nick, and I was calling because you filled out our form on Facebook about blank. And we'll kind of just give them some information of why we're reaching out. So we'll do that over voicemail, and we'll also send that as a text. Now, if the lead does pick up and they book a consultation, then they move the opportunity to the consultation booked section. So you can see here, we'll use Justin as an example. We'll move him over to the consultation booked. And you can see it also keeps track underneath the leads, how many you have, and then the value of that lead as well. So if your service is worth $500, it'll keep track of that here as we add more people here. Now, after they take the consultation, they will either move the opportunity to appointment set or lost. So if you drag it down to lost, it will just get rid of the opportunity off your pipeline, and it'll count that as revenue you've lost from that lead as well. But it'll also, if you move it over to appointment set, there are a couple automations we have kick in. So after a little bit, you'll see this pop up. Now it says 1. So that means you have actually booked that appointment, deposit's been collected, and you're good to go. So they'll mark them in the 1 tab. And this is kind of how they keep track of leads. Now also they can move them over to no show if they don't show up to that appointment. Most of the time they do. But this is kind of how most of our clients keep track of what's going on. Now, on top of this, there are also some really cool features about our software that our clients have access to as well. So if we go take a look at the dashboard, you can see that, let me go back really quick. So if we go here, you'll see that it actually keeps count of the leads you have in open. And then after it's completely won and marked as won, it'll also start counting your cash here. So if we go here, we do last year, just because that's kind of when this lead was made as an example, it should pop up correctly. And maybe not. Sometimes when I'm sharing my screen, these don't update very well. So normally they would on the back end. But normally what it'll do is it'll keep track of the amount you have in cash collected. It'll have it in the open or the closed section where you've actually closed that person. It'll have it in the open. So if they're still in the consultation portion, or if you've lost that lead, it'll keep track of the money there as well. Now you'll also have a conversion rate. So out of the leads you have open, closed, and lost, it'll tell you your conversion rate, and it'll tell you that throughout your funnel here as well. So you can see all of your steps right here, and it'll keep track of those as well. Now it'll also have some manual actions, workflows, phone numbers. You can also create tasks for yourself too, and have source reporting. Now on top of that, we also have a cool tab that we use a lot, which is our conversations tab. So since we're not running ads to this, and this is just an example account, you guys won't actually see any conversations here. But when we're running ads, normally what happens is whether they're from Facebook, Instagram, email, or text, whatever we have hooked up to this system for our clients, every conversation will show up here in one spot. It's super, super nice. It's really convenient. You don't have to bounce between different platforms just to message people back. It's all in one spot. So this is a really, really helpful tab that we have people go through. And on top of that, we also have a calendar section. So this integrates with Google Calendar. So if you're already using a booking platform, a lot of times you can hook up that booking platform to Google Calendars, and you can also hook up this calendar to booking or Google Calendars. And what it'll do is it'll cross-reference them and it'll make sure they're mirroring each other. So if you have an availability on, let's say, Sunday at 11:53 a.m., it will actually have that available. And you can also book your appointments through here too by clicking the book appointment button, and you can book somebody in here and it'll also reflect on your other calendar as well. So that's going to wrap it up, guys. That's kind of a little bit of a walkthrough through this, and I hope that was helpful. If you guys do have any questions about this, how the software works, how you guys can get your hands on this type of software, drop a comment below. We are more than happy to help you guys out and give you some answers you're looking for. But that will be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. What's up, guys? I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below in the comments. Or if you'd like us to run your ads for you, we have a link in the description to schedule a free one-on-one call with our team to see if you qualify. That's it for today, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.